We're currently packing for Alaska. We're like a week and a half out, and we have way more stuff than I realized. So, had to borrow some bags from Billy. We're just getting everything charged. Kind of a general idea of packing. So we were supposed to leave this morning at like 8 o'clock-ish, but the weather wasn't too good. It's now like 1 o'clock, and all the guides just left with the gear and everything, so now we're waiting until the plane comes back to pick us up with our gear. So we have like 2.5 hours to kill, and hopefully we make it there, but it also sounds like it's going to be pretty windy the first couple days, so we'll see how it goes.
Hello. Hello. Oh, you're so pretty.
I got a little salt. Next in the thing too, so. But no, I like that.
Now the day that the Lord rained down,
Video.
the sky screamed with rage through the clouds. You're gonna pay for the hell that you done, and that crop won't ever come. You laughed in the face of the Lord. You joked in the presence of God. And now the rain's gonna burn like the sun. That crop won't ever come. The devil's rising. The devil's rising. On you. And that crop won't ever come. You howl like a wolf in the night. You prowl where you once saw the light.
to us about the day.
So we had a weather delay first thing this morning, and we couldn't fly out in the float plane, but luckily the weather got better. We were able to cross the bay in some inflatable boats. Got camp all set up, and then right before dark, our guide spotted a bear. Thought it was about an 8-foot boar. So that was pretty awesome. And tomorrow's the first day we can hunt.
We also saw a couple other bears, a sow with 2 cubs.
Yep, right when we landed.
And we'll be ready to roll tomorrow.
Actually depends on the unit.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yesterday when we were coming over here in the raft, so drying out the charger, so hopefully it'll charge. Today's the first day of hunting. We saw one sow. The weather got pretty nasty. It's like raining, snowing, and probably like 50-mile-an-hour winds, so we came back to the tent. It's pretty foggy too, so we can't really see anything. Just hanging out, about to eat lunch.
Supposed to show you our sweet setup in here.
Welcome to our crib.
Welcome to our crib. It's actually really nice. So we got my cot right here, Bowe's cot. We got a variety of snacks down here. All of our clothes drying because it was sopping wet all morning. We're absolutely soaked. And if we look here, here's all of our clothes drying. It was just absolutely soaking. Those stuff. Yeah, it was cold and wet this morning. That's all right.
That was super, it's been super fun to learn. Just watching the dog work and stuff.
Day 2 of the hunt. We have not left the tent. It's been raining all day today. We'll kind of just keep an eye on the weather.
About 2 o'clock, and we're gonna try and go glass. The weather's been pretty crappy. We'll see how it goes.
Well, we just got back to camp and Bowe spotted another bear up on the ridge. So it's about 10 p.m. right now. Let's go see what he saw.
Two adult bears, but they're a long ways away. It's gonna be dark soon. One of them looks pretty big, and the other one is definitely not as big. It's the first sun we've seen in like 3 days.
It was so nice.
Sarah spotted a bear this morning, but it turned out to be a sow. We were hoping the boy was following, but nothing so far. Nothing else. So, on day 3 of our hunt, it was really the first full day that we had to like glass all day. It was a beautiful day. It stays light in Alaska until like 11:30 at night. And so we were trying to hunt that entire time and like really make the most of it. And at about 9:15, Blaze, our guide, spotted a boar. He was kind of headed straight for the sow and cubs that we had seen earlier in the day. And we were like, oh, this could get interesting. And sure enough, he caught wind of that sow and cubs and went straight towards their den. And it was pretty awesome to see her fight them off, because those big boars they'll try to kill those cubs so they can rebreed the mom. And he definitely didn't get the cubs, and the sow did a great job of getting him away, but he still wouldn't leave that general area. Blaze gave us the option if we wanted to go after that bear or not, and we were like, yeah, let's do it. We only have a couple hours max left of light. Looking back, it probably wasn't the right move to make such a late stalk on a brown bear, and I think that was our first mistake, was going after it like that. And it took us at least an hour to get where the bear was, and by that time he was just laying down flat in the grass, and it was kind of tough to see him. And we were downhill from the boar, but we were also on a little knob ourselves just below him. We weren't at the top of the knob, and I kind of got set up on the backside of the hill from the bear, so he couldn't see us that well. And I was 240 yards away. I had my scope dialed perfect. Good rest. I was all set up. We just needed the bear to stand up. The bear wouldn't stand up, and it was getting dark. Finally, I had the idea to have Sarah kind of walk to the side of us a little bit, just so the bear would maybe see some movement and it would stand up to see what it was, and I could get a shot. It saw Sarah moving and was interested in that, and she had the camera set up on the bear, and so when she saw him standing up, she actually kind of jogged back to the camera to make sure the bear was in the frame, and I think that set the bear off even more. It was interested in what we were and started coming straight towards us. And with those big strides and coming downhill at us, it happened fast, and we didn't have a whole lot of time to react. As the bear was coming down the hill, he was just lumbering down, and looking back, I probably should have shot him in the head or had our guide Blaze like shoot below it or somewhere around it to get it to stop and turn, and then I could have shot. But it didn't work out like that, and I'm always gonna question things and wish we had done something different, but we definitely learned a lot from it.
Here, go.
Hey!
And finally got to like 50 or 60 yards right below us, and from there he started running uphill towards us, and that's when we lost him, just because the brush was so thick.
Hey!
Where is he? Where is that?
He's right. Hey!
Luckily he stopped probably 10 yards away from us, and again in some thick brush I could just hear the rustling over there. I could see a massive head. Told our guide he's right there, and shot just into the bushes. I wasn't even looking through the scope.
Get up there.
I don't think we either didn't hit him or it just wasn't a very good hit. So the bear took off. We tried to run after him a little bit. And he stopped. I was able to sit down and get a broadside shot for just a second. And you could hear the thud of that 300 grain bullet hit him somewhere mid-body, and unfortunately we didn't get that on video very well, but you can see him, he spun around a few times like he was hit. And another one of my mistakes was that was my last bullet on me. The rest were in my pack where we had set up initially. I maybe could have gotten a second shot after that one, but he spun around and then took off down a creek pretty quick. And by that time it was pretty well dark, and that sow with her cubs was still pretty close.
I think we got 2 or 3 bullets in him because he was slow.
He was slow
getting
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Like he was stuck right here for a couple minutes getting his feet. The more I yelled, the faster he ran.
Yep. Yeah, you can just hear him and can't really see him.
I took the first 2 shots and I didn't have anything to shoot at.
Tried to look in the scope and it was just face.
Yeah, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen out here. Just like, this is really happening.
Yeah. So we backed out immediately, walked back down to camp, and it was pretty hard to get to sleep that night. Unfortunately, it rained that night. It made tracking anything super difficult. We went back to the last place that I shot him and found some blood and a little bit of hair. Saw where he ran down into the creek, and then we tracked him for maybe only 100 yards from the spot of the last shot. There was no blood on the actual ground at all. It was all on bushes or a tree where you would just see it where the bear brushed up against it on its sides. We searched that whole creek bed for the next day and a half. Didn't find anything else other than that blood. We went up and down, and somewhere that bear went up and out of the creek. At that point, we were just going to spend the rest of our days glassing to hope to find him injured and try to go after him again. Or we were even hoping to see crows or birds on him somewhere where we could go find him and at least get the skull. We hunted the rest of our days through day 10 looking for that bear and never ever turned anything up.
Sitting in a hole, waiting for the train. Too tired to feel this old, too late to start again. I leave my life behind, ruined by my hand. No one to blame this time, I'm forsaken in this land. Oh, everything is changing, all around is blazing. You turn my whole world upside down. With all my heart I'm yearning, well, it don't stop the burning. Now all my love's burned to the ground. Forever charred, but nights go on and when days are dark and tired. With every tear I try to drown the memory, where the fire died to burn a hole in me. And everything is changing, all around is amazing. You turn the whole world upside down. It don't stop the burning. Now my love's burned to the ground. Well, everything is changing, all around is blazing. Turn my whole world upside down. With all my heart I'm yearning. It don't stop the burning. Now all our love's burned to the ground.
But it was an incredible experience that I wouldn't trade for anything. Wish we had a bear to show for it at the end. Super, super grateful that we were able to go and even see that many animals. Yeah, we had a great time.